Well, here we are in sunny Germany. Hang on, where's the maps thing on here? And as you can see, I've just opened the apps application. It's taking forever to download. Now the problem with that is, top right hand side, I don't know if you can see, we're on the edge, so we don't have any 3G, let alone 4G. So at least we can make emergency phone calls, but you can't run any apps. So I'm just going to try the AA, and as you can see, it's not building that web page at all. So we have a massive problem. No internet here. There is some wireless on this site, and let me just show you what we've done. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, the site does have some Wi-Fi. I'll just bring it to my car and you can just about see it over there. There's a couple of antennas over there that people connect to. The trouble with that is there are trees in the way. And what we do is we have something called motorhome Wi-Fi, which is that gizmo up the top there. So what I'll do is we'll switch the Wi-Fi on and we'll connect to our little box. And there it goes, connected to iBoost, and then we can try that and reload that web page again to the AA, and yes, it does build it. We'll just open up another web page. We'll do the speed test. Deutsche Telekom is going to use the hotspot in Cologne. We'll do go, connecting, and so we're getting about, we'll just wait for it to finish doing its testing. So that's the 6 or 7 meg, and that's not brilliant, better than nothing I suppose. And then upload speed, not very good. And there you go, so 6.9, 1.4 down. So that is with the site Wi-Fi via the booster that we've got. And as you can see, I'm on O2 DE, so we're in Germany obviously, and I've got 2 bars of 4G on this. I'll just pop that down there so you can see it. Get my phone and change the Wi-Fi from iBoost to my little Netgear box. Wait for it to come up active. Yes, it is. It'll now say on there we're active. Do the same speed test. It says connecting. This has gone to sleep a bit. I'm getting 4, 5, 6. Not a lot of difference actually. And a not very good upload speed. As you can see, there are data transmissions going on there on 4G, and upload is worse and fairly similar on its download. So let me see if I can improve this somewhat. What we've done with this is that on the bottom of it, it has got, just bring them into the light here, there's a couple of antennas. Now it's got 2 of them. I'm not going to go into the reason why. There are 2 types of antenna. This has both. What we have is an item that we purchased from the internet, which is this thing here, and I've stuck it on the end of this Isabella pole, which I can fix at the back of the caravan, then extend it and then hike it up to the roof. It does have some suckers on it. I've tried those, not particularly brilliant. It doesn't stick all that well to the caravan, so I shall try and do that in a minute. So what I've done is I just put that on the back of my cycle rack, and obviously I can capitalise all this on, but I've pointed it right in the roof there. And what it has done is taken the signal and then it's taken it from what was 2 bars all the way up to 4. So that should give us some decent internet speed. So let's have a look. Outside. So I'll just check what wireless connection we're on. We're on iBoost, so I'll take it off of that. Connect to my Netgear. We're on.
We'll connect to Fiona's latest book.
No, we won't be doing that. We'll do a speed test. And now we're getting, well, that's somewhat better, isn't it? 14 gig speed, 15. Yeah, right. You can see I'm getting loads of updates now. 16 even the upload. Look at that. Wow.
Is that
Upload a speed of 20. So that has made a massive difference. Try something different. And we'll try and connect to, I don't know, Martin's Money Tips. Money saving expert. Straight connected. Brilliant.
Okay, the next one is like pounds, pounds and pounds.
Pounds, pounds and pounds, yeah, so that will depend on the kit you have to have. I mean, that phone is £1,000, right? But the internet abilities on it are pretty rubbish, actually. It's alright for itself, but when you want to start sharing it with other people, then that's where the problem becomes. And then you develop from pounds into even more pounds by buying something like that iBoost. Yeah, show me that iBoost then. So, this is just the gizmo that I've got that plugs into my power supply. In fact, I've got another one which has got a 240 lead, but anyway, 12 volts wireless transmitter. So everybody connects to this. That thing with that long cable you can see actually goes all the way over and all the way around to there, but it plugs into that Ethernet port on the back, and that you point at the aerial of the closest one you can find on site. And then it depends on whether what you bought service wise as to what you're going to get.
But that you connect your devices to this, don't you? To this.
Yes, instead. Yeah. So instead of using that phone, which you might inadvertently wander off to the toilet and stop everybody's internet access, World War III starts,
yes,
right?
Yes.
So don't do that. But everybody's connected to that, so David can still watch his YouTube and whatever he happens to be doing. So that's the next stage up to that, I suppose. So you're moving from phone to internet access on the site.
But sometimes that don't work very well.
Yeah, but if the signal from the site is rubbish, all this is doing is taking the rubbish signal in and providing rubbish signal to even more people.
Okay, so you don't think this is a panacea for all your Wi-Fi problems?
Absolutely, it might not.
Because it's not. Because you can't control what's the service to any site that you visit. You're just trying to make the best of what the site has, aren't you?
Correct. Or because that's directional and that will run up to a good couple of miles on that. This won't.
Yeah.
Right. This won't do a couple of miles, but that might be able to find a hotspot from, I don't know, from an air or from a service station and bring the internet in that way. At least then you've got internet access. Might not be all singing or dancing, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
So that's what iBoost does.
And it can reduce cost as well, can't it? Once you've bought the kit.
Those things are about a couple of £100, but it's a one-off payment and that's it. The other benefit of, see, if I had my phone and you got your phone, and we both want decent internet, and that's all we got, you can piggyback off mine, or I can piggyback off of yours. But if you walk away and stuff, then we got problems. Or what we can do is we can have a paid service each for the site Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Because if you got half a dozen devices, as we have, and you all want internet connectivity on all of them, then an iBoost is the way to go. Because you can all connect to the box.
So you're paying once,
you're
and
paying
not 6
once
times.
and not 6 times. So it's cheaper from that point of view. So Going back to the iBoost, the biggest con about that, as in the pros and cons, if you're looking at those, the biggest con is, and we've seen this before in sites that we've been to already, like if you like 2 o'clock in the morning or really early in the morning, you get good connectivity to the internet.
Because we sometimes get up early, don't we, and we'll sit down before anyone else gets up and have a coffee, and you can usually get online, or like I do, check your social media and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. But as soon as everybody else wakes up and logs on, the internet speed goes like that. Because you're now sharing what was, I don't know, 20 meg for 2 or 3 people is now for 100 people.
Yeah.
So you're getting hardly anything. So this is the problem with sharing internet speeds. It's kind of a big con. Another benefit of not just that, but even the Netgear and things like that, is a device that's creating a wireless network, which is what that's doing. Means that as we're an Apple house, we got Macs and laptops and iPads and things. We have AirDrop abilities, because you need 2 things. You need Bluetooth, first of all, for them to see each other, and then the media gets transferred via Wi-Fi. And because we have a Wi-Fi network, might not even be using it for internet, right? That makes no odds, but we can transfer data between them, as in pictures, videos,
and we need to do that because of our channel, and we take loads of pictures and we take video clips.
Yeah, you might take them on the phone.
And in order for it not to be unmanageable, you'll usually download and segment them and store them and label them the same day they're taken, won't you, if you can, if you're not too tired?
Yeah, exactly, because those things have, as with all iPads and things like that, you buy them based on size of space that it's got. So if you're out there taking video and footage, the very first thing you need to do is get it off so that you can take more. Right? So I collect them all together and put them under a date, stick them on my iPad or on my Mac with the hard disk, and just dump all the footage onto it. And then we'll sort it all out when I get back.
Yeah. But by doing that sorting at the beginning saves you a lot of time later. Okay, next thing we're talking about is MiFi. Can you remind me, why did we ever want that?
If you get too many people on it 24 hours a day in a whole campsite, then the internet speed goes like that, which is why we bought a MiFi box. Now, a MiFi box, as we talked to you before, has a SIM card in it, and we have signed up to Sky because that enables you to roll over my unused 10 gig every single month. I mean, we've not been anywhere for a bit, so
we got lots,
about 40 or 50 gig on it. It's unlimited more or less now, right? Which means that next time we go away, we'll just plug that in and away we go. And I bought the aerial for it as well, but that means it's dedicated. Nobody else can interfere with it.
But there's a cost to that, isn't there?
But then I'm paying 200 quid ish for the box, same as that. But we're paying a paid monthly subscription to Sky, who also piggyback off of O2. So you've got the added problem. We haven't come across it yet. Actually, I've seen it in Germany where my phone says Edge, right, which is not even 3G, it's rubbish, right? So make phone calls, you can't do internet or anything on it. Whereas the MiFi box had 2 bars of 4G. Well, how's that possible? They're both on the same network, both on O2. So by sticking the aerial onto the bottom of the MiFi box as well, I got it to full bars, and if you recall, the speed on it was really good. So we could use that for internet connectivity, whereas we couldn't with anything else. So that does have a massive bonus. And also, because that box is also creating a wireless network, the AirDrop abilities on that also work.
Okay, you've got here of something about SIM cards.
So then you have the issue about piggybacking. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, you carry them around on your back when we're on holiday. I'd probably break your spine.
Yeah, maybe when we were younger, but I don't know if I can do that now. But yeah, piggybacking is when companies kind of make you think they have a mobile network, like Tesco. Tesco don't have a mobile network, they buy their service in from O2. Same as Sky, they buy theirs from O2. EE is now owned by BT. The list goes on. and it depends on the package they have as to what they can offer. For example, we're on Virgin here. We have Virgin Mobile, and they said, yeah, we do data rollover. And I went, well, that's all right then, so we can ditch the Sky one and go for Virgin. But no, you can't, because they only do data rollover for the 1 month. So, you know, you buy 10 gig, you got 10 gig the next month, or 20 gig, and that's your lot. Whereas the Sky one we got doesn't work like that. We had 3 months of not using it, so that means we got 30 gig, and they'll do this for 3 years. Right, so
you need to look a bit deeper at the deals, don't you?
yes.
Don't get happy ears and think that the first soundbite you hear is actually all it's cracked up to be.
Correct. Right, go on, and what else?
Virtual sim.
Virtual sim. You know, so now we're going to start thinking about futures. Apple are the ones that have been crying out for this for a long time, and they're still trying to get a consensus of opinion, which I'm sure they're about to get anyway, of having something called a virtual sim, where you just have the number to put in there. You don't actually have the receiver and the card and all the rest of it. It frees up space, which means better batteries, probably means better things, and heating and cooling. When I say cooling, I'm thinking of the next generation, as in 5G, let alone 4G. When we get 5G, you probably find iBoost and all that disappear, and the little Netgear box, no doubt there'll be a 5G version of it.
Yeah, you have to buy something else, won't you?
Absolutely, that's the whole idea. But it means the speeds are like 10 times that of 4G. If you think about autonomous cars that drive themselves, they have to be really quick to be able to make decisions. You know, do this, do that. You can't do that and dial up, can you?
No.
Right?
No.
Well, this is what you're all about doing, right? So you're making mobiles work really quick. And when 5G comes about, you might find even in the house you don't need it. You can just buy something decent from that. Anyway.
Right, okay. What's the difference between the Caravan and Motorhome Club and the Caravan and Camping Club?
Ah, yes.
When it comes to Wi-Fi, of course.
Yes, no. Well, yes, no. I feel like that guy from Vicar of Dibley now.
Yeah.
No. Oh, no. So, the Caravan and Motorhome Club, as they're called now, they charge you for their wireless. Their wireless is classed in 3 like medal statuses. So bronze being not very good, all the way to gold, which apparently is very good. Not many of those sites around either, and you try and search for that on the website. Good luck with that. The Caravan and Camping Club.
Yeah, but that's an annual fee, isn't it? It's not per site or per day.
Well, no, you can buy it. We choose to buy ours as annually, but again, so you buy the access annually, but it depends on which site you go to, whether you got the bronze, silver, or gold service, which might not be fine as well. Depends on where you go.
Yeah.
Now, the Caravan and Camping Club, they give you wireless free, so it's part and parcel of your pitch fee. So whether you choose to use it or not is entirely up to you. 99%, I'm guessing 99% of people want to use it. Whether it's good or bad or not is a bit different.
So in conclusion then, what would you recommend?
As it stands at the moment, all 3 of them. Obviously you can get rid of one of them because you got it in your hands. Right? Whichever mobile device you've got, it's got internet access, but that all depends on what the signal is like on that device. We're lucky in so much that I think out of 6 of us, we've got 3 different networks, as in not the piggybacked ones on the same network. So we're on different ones. You're on Vodafone, I'm on O2, and David's on something else, can't remember which one it is. But somewhere between us, we got a decent signal. Then if the signal on the site's good, and all of us need to connect to it, then I boost. And then if both of them are rubbish, we'll try the data one on the Netgear, and hopefully one of them is going to be okay. That's the only way that I could do it, really.
And there are probably going to
be... The other option, as you put it before, is move, if the internet's that bad.
Or don't have any internet for a week, but even we get a bit stir crazy with that.
You can do that. I mean, we need to have a fairly decent internet. I like streaming stuff as well. You got Netflix and all that too. That also, bear that in mind as well. I mean, if you're trying to do Netflix on a massive TV screen, then obviously it fills up all that screen. So the amount of data that's needed to do that is huge. Whereas if you wanted to watch Netflix on that device, it's like loads less. Right, so you got that to consider as well. Is that enough?
Yeah.
Oh, you think you're done?
Yeah.
Are you all interneted out?
Yes, definitely. I just want it to work. I don't give a shit how it works.
And this is the thing. I need to make sure it works. What I need is a happy caravan. And yeah, that's what we got. We get somewhere, you get it set up, and there you go off and do all the water and stuff. I immediately get onto the internet and get it all working, and then they're happy. Right, first thing we do, cup of tea, sit down, check my emails. Alright, job done. So on that note, thank you very much for watching.
Please subscribe and tap the little bell.